High in the heart of the European Alps, where the air is thin, the cliffs are sharp, and survival is a daily challenge, lives a creature that walks where no others dare. Meet the Alpine Ibex, nature's fearless climber. A wild goat that treats vertical cliffs like playgrounds, balancing on narrow ledges like a tightrope artist. How does it do the impossible, and why? This is the story of one of the most agile, misunderstood, and spectacular animals in the wild. Who is the Alpine Ibex? The Alpine Ibex, Capra ibex, is a species of wild goat that inhabits the rocky peaks of the European Alps, mainly in Switzerland, France, Italy, and Austria. Males can weigh up to 100 kilograms, 220 pounds, and grow curved horns up to a meter long. Females are smaller and have shorter horns. Covered in thick, woolly fur, they're built for high altitudes and cold climates. Despite their stocky build, these animals move across vertical surfaces with grace and precision. Masters of climbing, the gravity trick. So, how do they walk on walls? Their hooves are split and flexible, allowing them to grip onto tiny rock protrusions. The outer edges are hard for support, while the inner pads are rubber-like for grip. They can balance on a ledge only 5 centimeters wide, that's less than the width of a smartphone. They don't just survive in cliffs, they thrive. Their climbing is not just impressive, it's essential. Why so high? Life in the mountains is tough, but it's even tougher for predators. That's why ibexes choose cliffs as home. Up here, wolves and foxes can't follow. Eagles are dangerous, but only to the very young. Humans rarely venture this high. Safety is in the height. The ibex doesn't run from danger, it climbs above it. What do they eat? Ibexes are herbivores, feeding on grasses, shrubs, mosses, lichens, tree bark, in winter. But in high altitudes, vegetation is scarce, which means they often climb even dam walls to lick salt deposits and essential minerals. Yes, real footage exists of ibexes climbing vertical concrete dams like spider goats. Social life and hierarchy. Ibexes live in herds, but the sexes are separated for most of the year. Males, called bucks, form bachelor groups. Females, does, and young form separate herds. Only during the mating season, late autumn to early winter, do they come together. Males engage in spectacular horn-bashing battles for dominance. These clashes can echo across the mountain valleys, a true show of strength. Birth and early life. Females give birth in spring, usually to a single kid. Newborns are ready to climb within hours of birth. Their survival depends entirely on being able to stick to ledges and follow their mothers up steep terrain. Predation is highest during this period, especially from golden eagles. But by just a few days old, ibex kids already scale cliffs that would terrify humans. Intelligence and adaptability. Ibexes remember safe paths and hiding spots. They communicate through body posture, short bleats and calls, head movements. They're not just muscular, they're smart. Their ability to problem solve while navigating terrain is one reason they survive in such extreme environments. Threats and conservation. The Alpine ibex was once almost extinct, due to overhunting for its horns and superstition. People believed ibex parts had healing powers. By the 1800s, only around 100 ibexes remained, mostly in the Italian Alps. Today, thanks to strict conservation and reintroduction programs, there are over 30,000 ibexes across the Alps. They are a symbol of wild resilience and successful wildlife recovery. The legend of the cliff dancer. There's something spiritual about the ibex. Watching it move across sheer rock, as if gravity doesn't apply, is mesmerizing. It represents something rare: freedom, precision, balance, and survival. It doesn't fight by force. It survives by moving above the chaos. The Alpine Ibex is not just a mountain goat. It's a living miracle of adaptation. In a world of danger and competition, the ibex found peace on the edge. Not by changing the world, but by mastering its heights. This is Friends of Nature. Subscribe for more wildlife stories from the edge of the world.